right. We have a motion and a second to come out of executive session. Call the roll, please.
Master Tudor?
Yes.
Master Buchan?
Yes.
Master Robinson?
Yes.
Master Burger?
Yes.
Mr. Taylor?
Yes. No action at this time taken on purchase of property according to KRS 61.810. Judge's report. I'm going to try to make this as quick as I can, but we do have a lot of awesome community events going on, a lot of great things going on in our community. So Madison Southern's Homecoming Parade will be this Thursday, September 15th, beginning at 6 p.m. The Eagles will be playing Pulaski County Pirates on Friday, September 16th. So Thursday is Madison Southern's parade, homecoming parade. Friday night is the football game. Also, Madison Central's homecoming parade is also Thursday night, September 15th, beginning at 6 p.m. The Indians will play Lafayette Generals on the Friday, this September 16th. So both Madison Southern, Madison Central's parades and football games are all the same time, Thursday and Friday night. Richmond Chamber of Commerce Annual City Fest will be this Thursday as well from 5:30 to 7:30. That's a great partnership up at Eastern Kentucky University with our community businesses and the students. There is a partnership with sort of that town and gown feel, so it is a great event. So if you go to the parade, you could run by there first and then head down to the parade on Main Street in Richmond, or vice versa. After the parade, you could run by and support our local Richmond Chamber. Berea's annual Spoon Bread Festival. It's nothing like putting all this in like 3 or 4 days, right, Blake? Berea's annual Spoon Bread Festival will be Friday through Sunday, September 16th through September 18th. That will be in its normal place that it's been for many, many, many years down in Memorial Park in the Russell Acton Folk Center. There will be activities for all ages. Parade's 2 o'clock on, I do know this, parade is 2 o'clock on Saturday. There will be music. And, of course, Spoon Bread. One of the most popular activities during the Spoon Bread Festival is the Balloon Glow, which will be Friday evening, September 16th. Another thing on September 16th from 7 until 10 p.m. at Berea Community School. Kirksville Days will be Saturday, September 24th. The day starts off with a country ham breakfast at the Masonic Lodge at 8 a.m. There will be also a parade and various activities throughout the day around the Kirksville Community Center. So it's always a fun time to be out in the old Taylor stomping grounds. That's where a lot of my family is from, Kirksville, Poozy area. The Richmond Powwow Native American Gathering will be Saturday and Sunday, September the 24th and 25th at the Richmond Battlefield Park. Gates open at 10 a.m. each day with grand entries at noon and 6 p.m. Gates close around 7 p.m. Please see the Richmond Powwow's Facebook page for more details. This is an important event. Please help us get this out, because this we always have good participation, but we want to make sure that citizens know about this event, because it is such a good event, because it keeps our community cleaner. But our household hazardous waste event, we have this yearly. We get a grant to dispose of this household hazardous waste. Every year is Saturday, October the 1st. From 9 a.m. to 3 p.m., and that's always out at our Road South on Clarksville Lane, 108 Clarksville Lane. It's right there at the 421-25 split, just right past the split, right before you get to Memorial Gardens. You'll turn left.
What's the date?
It is October 1st. And so if you have solvents, oil-based paints, Scott, help me, fluorescent light bulbs, TVs, tube TVs, oil. I mean, there's we partner with Advanced or Veolia Environmental, that they come in and it's a great program. I think last year we had maybe 700, 600 cars, 500. Yeah. Yeah. And so it's you don't even have to get out of your car. They have it set up. I mean, the flow of it, they direct you in. You never get out of your car. There's people that get all their stuff out and dispose of it, and you just drive right away. So if you have any of those things, it is a great event, and we want people to participate in it. Second annual Millstone Festival is also on Saturday, October 1st on Main Street in downtown Richmond. For more information, contact Richmond Parks and Recreation. All right, thanks everybody for your attention to that. Now comments from magistrates. How about John Dutton go?
Where's he at?
Just got back from your trip, so glad to see you,
All
buddy.
right. Thank you, Judge. I just want to mention a few things here. The Waco Volunteer Fire Department is going to have the Battle of the Bluegrass Truck and Tractor Pull at the fairground on the 7th and the 8th of October. I'm not sure the time on that, but Tim, do you know when it starts? 6 or 7? Around 6 o'clock. So it'll last till midnight some nights, guys. So if you like truck and tractor pulls, that'll be a good event to go to. Just want to thank Scott and the road crew for clearing the boat ramp off down at College Hill. Some of the heavy rain had got mud on it, and I had a couple of calls on clearing that boat ramp off, and we got a couple of calls of thanking us for doing that, so I appreciate that. That's all I got, Judge. Simple.
Thanks, John. Tom?
I don't have a lot today, Judge. I just want to make a comment on the court today. We sit in seats that sometimes we make tough decisions, and sometimes they're not popular decisions, but we try to do what we think is in the best interest. We try to do and comply with the law as best we can, and so it's not always easy. It's not always cut and dry, and so we do what we do, and I appreciate all you guys for being here and making those choices. I've got some blacktop coming sometime this fall, I hope. Scott, correct? Soon? 2 or 3 weeks, all right. So we've got blacktop coming in 2 or 3 weeks. 4th District gets something like everybody else. That's all I have, Judge. If anyone needs me, they can reach me at 200-9765.
Thanks, Tom. Roger?
Don't have much. Some people's probably noticed that the ferry's closed and open, you know, maybe for a day, and then they're closed for a couple of days. Going through COVID down there, it's going to wipe them all out, but not at one time, but there's just not enough crew to keep it open and keep it running. So it may be open for a day, and then they have to close because another one's got sick or just can't make it in. But just be patient and check your signs before you head that way. It'll be out that they're closed or open, you know. So that's all I got.
Did we have a little deckhand that was going for his
Yes,
license?
and he's got it.
He does,
Yeah,
good. That's
yeah.
great. That's good news. Good
Yeah.
work for him.
Yeah.
Hey, Judge, I'm sorry. I had one more comment I forgot about. I want to thank Sheriff Coyle, Sheriff, for sending deputy down to Kingston in the mornings down there and help them folks with the traffic. It's a nightmare down there, and they certainly appreciate it. I've heard back from their principal, their safety officer, some people that live down there in that general area, and they appreciate that. Thank you.
Ben?
I'd like to, also comment on, today's court. Tom's right. I mean, we do make sometimes tough decisions and decisions that may or may not be popular. But, I look at, my position as magistrate in the 1st District is one that, yes, I do represent the people of the 1st District, but I also represent the people of Madison County. And when, there's a petition that over 150 people signed, and when we had probably 50 people in here voicing their concerns about a zone change, I take that serious. And the phone calls that I received on it, I take that serious as well, even though it's not in my district. So when I was, a manager with UPS, there was when I would have to tell people when we would change the way we do things or a decision that had to be made, I would give them the whys. And my why, about today in the zone change is because, of the public involvement and their outcry of not wanting this to happen. I know that it will get sorted out in the courts. I understand that, but I could not, in good conscience, given the many phone calls and the active participation of the people of Waco, could not go against that. So I make no apologies for that either. But I thank them for coming. I thank them for their participation. And I wish that there was more in this court, because there are decisions that we make every 2 weeks that directly influence what goes on in this county. And it's disappointing that when I look out, don't get me wrong, I love seeing the department heads and I love seeing, folks that come to the meetings. But I would rather see this courtroom and in Richmond, packed every meeting we have and people giving their input on what's going on in their county government. So that's all I had. The Spoon Bread Festival is this weekend down in Berea. I hope everybody comes to it. We got good weather and it'll be good fun, and that's all I got. Oh, and along with John, we're getting some blacktop as well in First District, and that's, I would assume, coming soon as well. Scott, correct? 2 to 3 weeks, right on.
That'll
All
be
right.
3 to 4 weeks for you.
3 to 4 weeks for me. Okay. But I appreciate all the department heads and sheriff, jail. I appreciate the work that you all do. And Bert, I know you have a thankless job in what you do, and thank you. I appreciate it. And Scott, you as well. County Fire Department, appreciate you guys, and thank you much.
Thanks, Ben.
Yep.
And I'm not going to belabor this point, but I want to make this one statement: the participation of citizens when
Great today.
when it comes, when it's important,
Yep.
is when we're doing the comprehensive plan. Because that is when you create the roadmap of the direction of this county. You've already voted on the vision and direction of the county, which we want their input. When we did our comprehensive plan, Bert, I think we have 4 come to the public meeting. We've asked for surveys, input, and direction. The participation has to come prior to the comprehensive plan coming to the fiscal court for approval. And so in the futures, I would ask elected officials, this court, that we get the participation and reach out to our citizens then, because all what happens now is you get into a lawsuit, you get into a legal battle, which ultimately could eventually come back and cost taxpayers more money. When if the vision of the Waco area had been set out and feedback from the citizens before we voted on the comprehensive plan the way it is, and that input was given, then maybe it wouldn't have been an issue, right? It wouldn't have come to us as a zone change because it didn't meet the comprehensive plan, it didn't conform. So I think sometimes it's hard to get the participation when the participation should happen, and it should be. So just my 2 cents. Thank you all very much. Elected officials, Kenny?
No, sir.
No? Sheriff?
Well, I just want to advise the court that House Bill 63 is a school resource officer position that August 1st everybody had to be in compliance. We've been meeting and partnered up with the Madison County School Board that we've hired 4 new deputies for those positions, and it'll be Kirksville, Waco, Boonesboro, and
Kingston.
Yeah. So I'm excited that we're partnered up with the school system, and they're going to be help funding that program. So we will swear those folks in Friday, I think at 8:30, and we're looking forward to partnering up and making it safer for our schools. Richmond PD, I think, has Madison Central and a couple of the middle schools. Berea has Southern, Shannon Johnson, Foley, and Berea Community. So we're going to be playing a big role in the security of our schools as well. So I just want to share that with you.
Thanks, Sheriff.
Thank you.
Steve, you good? Counsel?
I've been made aware by, I thought Colleen was gone, but there's a blonde lady over here fussed at me. We are in need of precinct election officers. You can either call our office, you can go on daggone it, I'm not prepared, vote.ky.gov, or you can go on the Secretary of State's website and volunteer. But we need folks. It's coming up, and we're going to need less of them than we have in the past, but we're always right to the last minute getting people in.
So Kenny, now, right, as of now, there's 5 regional voting locations.
Now, there'll be 7 on election day, 3 for early voting for the 3 days before.
Yep. All right. Counselor, you good? All right. Thank you all very much. Comments from department heads?
Real quick, tomorrow or tonight is our field decontamination exercise for the CSEP program, where we have our outside evaluators come in from across the country. And then tomorrow morning, we will have our emergency operations center, our joint information center, the hospitals, and some other facilities across the county participating in the exercise, as well as 9 other counties in the state. So you guys are more than welcome to come over to the EOC sometime mid-morning and check it out if you want, but just want to let everybody know that.
Thanks, Dustin. Bert?
Collective sigh when I got up back here, but everybody's been here all day because of me, so they can just wait a few more minutes. I just want to talk a little bit about, not because of what happened today, but it goes hand in hand with what happened today, about our processes a little bit. And it goes to Ben's question about the legality and Reagan's question about, or comments about the way you phrase these motions and whatnot. And I want to do it while Jenny's here so she can correct me if I say anything wrong, but the role of the fiscal court and the planning commission in this is pretty well defined. The planning commission has a public hearing. They make a motion to recommend or to deny a zone change, and that's a recommendation to this body, right? So for purposes of streamlining the process over the years, we have gone from just presenting a motion or a resolution or whatever that looks like to this board for you to vote to accept their recommendation or deny their recommendation. And it's evolved into a situation where we write the ordinance. We go in and write the ordinance that approves it. It's not controversial. There's a lot of times these things aren't. We're trying to streamline the process. And by approving that ordinance, basically you're approving the findings of fact that the planning commission made that recommendation on, right? My question to you all, and we don't have to answer this today or come to a decision today, but do we want to change that process to where when it comes to you for your first look, it's in the form of a recommendation, and you either vote to approve their recommendation or deny their recommendation? And then at that point, if you make the recommendation or you make the vote to approve it, then we go back and write the ordinance. The problem with that is you've got that meeting, then you got to go write the ordinance, and it's got to have 2 readings. So you're increasing the timeline of that process, right? Again, to try to streamline that, we kind of did away with that first step. On situations like happened today, I mean, the KRS is pretty clear on what it takes to do a zone change. It's black and white. Number one, is it in keeping with the comprehensive plan? And has the applicant shown that? Number 2, is the current zoning inappropriate and the proposed zoning appropriate? And has the applicant showed that? And number 3 is has there been significant changes of a social nature, economic nature, physical nature of the property that has now made that current classification wrong and the proposed classification wrong? And that's the 3rd one. And has the applicant shown that? If they have, it should be approved by KRS. If they haven't, and you believe they haven't, and you can articulate that, that needs to be done as part of your motion to deny that recommendation, right? So it would save us the time of having to write the ordinance if you all made that decision at this point to deny that recommendation. Then I don't have to write the ordinance, right? It doesn't have to go through that whole vetting process and the attorneys and everything. It's just you've denied it and we move on. Do you all like the way the process is now? Would you like to see that changed? I'm open to suggestions. If you want to kick it around and think about it and talk about it, we can do that too. I just want to throw that out there and get your all's comments on that.
I think, Bert, that we'd probably like to think about it just a little longer, but even at that, and even at the way that you've described it, you still don't know what we want to know, and that's exactly what's going to happen to the
And you
development.
won't.
And there's no way to know that, so we have to take it based on.
You all always have the option, and the planning commission does this, if it's controversial, you throw all this stuff at them in a public hearing, all this evidence and everything that they're showing to support their claims for this zone change, and it's hard for them to turn around and make a decision in an hour and a half public hearing. So sometimes they'll table items. You all have the option to do that too. If we bring you a recommendation and you say, no, I want to go drive out and look at the property. I want to vet this a little bit. I want to get my traffic counts. I want to do my due diligence. At that point, you can table that and bring it back at a later time.
But we really have that opportunity because we have a first and second reading. I mean,
Well, you do now.
yeah.
But if we switch the process
I think you're just, I mean, my opinion, I think you're just, I mean, you're postponing whatever's kind of the inevitable. I mean, whichever side it ends up going as a court.
And then in this situation, you have to make the motion to deny the ordinance because it's presented and it's a second reading. You have to act on that. But then, like happened today, then you have to make another motion to overturn the planning commission. Now, remember, that takes a majority of the court, and it's not a simple majority. It's a majority of the entire court. So if you got a 2-2, or
Right,
only
yeah.
4 people here, and it's happened to us before, and it's a 2-2 vote, then
It goes.
It
yeah,
carries.
Because it was a
it gets approved.
recommendation.
So that, it's just another caveat of this whole process. And, I just wanted to throw that out there and let you all think about it. You can have your comments with the judge and Jill and I'm sure the judge and I will have conversations about it. And if we think we need to revamp or change our
Yeah.
process a little bit, we can do it.
Well, I mean, at this point, obviously at this point, this is an issue and it's potential controversial zone change request, right? I mean,
And there could be a hybrid where we usually know before we come in here whether it's going to be like it was today or if it's going to be all department heads sitting in here. We usually know or have a sense of that up
Yeah.
front. So I don't know that there's anything wrong. Jenny, you maybe can help me with this. Is there anything wrong with having a hybrid where if we think it's going to go smoothly, going ahead and writing the ordinance and doing it that way, or if we want to do it the other way?
No. No.
Shouldn't have.
It needs to be the same every
Yeah.
time. It
Okay.
doesn't need to
Yeah,
be-
that makes sense. I mean,
all you'd be doing is adding a meeting to get the temperature, but what I've learned too in this business is temperature can change between one meeting and the next, so, yeah, I don't know. We'll talk about it though. It's good. It's a good conversation. Yeah, for sure. Thank you.
Well, and what Bert's saying lends to us in that we all have to do our due diligence. We all have the opportunity to read the minutes and to watch the meeting if we choose to do that. We all have the opportunity in that 2-week span to go to the property and look at it for ourselves and do whatever we feel like
And
we
this
have to do to
particular
make
one-
that decision.
This particular one was 3 weeks. We had 3 weeks because we had 3 weeks between the court, so thank you, Bert. Appreciate it. Jill.
Opportunity to recognize Dustin. I know he was up here earlier, but he was recognized last week at the Kentucky EMA conference for not only receiving advanced certifications, but also received an award for through Kentucky EMA. So I don't know if Dustin, you want to say anything specific about that? I know I'm putting you on the spot, but I just thought the court should know that he was recognized at a state level for his achievements. So.
Congratulations,
That's
buddy.
worth
Yeah.
it.
Great. Any other department heads? All right. Any comments from the audience? Thank you, everybody, for sticking it out with us. Blake, you good? Okay. I need a motion to pay the claims and approve the transfers.
Second.
Call the roll, please.
Master Buchan?
Yes.
Master Robinson?
Yes.
Master Barger?
Yes.
Master Tudor?
Yes.
Judge Taylor?
Yes. Next court meeting, September 27th, 2022. That'll be back in Richmond at 9:30 a.m. Again, September 27th, 2022, back in Richmond at our Madison County Fiscal Courthouse. I need a motion and a second to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Call the roll, please.
Master Robinson?
Yes.
Master Barger?
Yes.
Master Tudor?
Yes.
Master Buchan?
Yes.
Judge Taylor?
Yes. You probably need it.